to be making some tags today. That is price tags and descriptor tags for my antique booth, which is opening next week. I'm so excited. This has been like 5 years in the making, and I'm just really excited. So even my tags are just like thrifted flashcards, and they have these little holes, which is going to be perfect because I want to kind of safety pin stuff, just because I don't want to get any of the really nice antique and vintage clothes that I have ruined, because the whole point is to get people beautiful, one-of-a-kind pieces. But I have all different colors, and I think I might actually do some color coding by like sizes. My antique store is going to have the standard range of sizes and plus sizes as well. I've been very lucky in being able to source and find some plus size stuff that is actually like really good quality. Some of it I've had to repair, which I've learned how to repair quite a bit of clothes since I've been doing this 5 years ago. But I finally got into a antique place, which took me a long time. I'm still on the wait list for one of the biggest ones in my area. I think I'm like 40 or 50. But yeah, so I'm gonna use these and tie little strings to it and then safety pin those. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this yet. I think I might make each one either a different type of item, maybe a different decade. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but that's what we're gonna do. The first thing that I'm gonna do is write the name of my antique booth on here. And I might go in with this. I'm gonna see what color pens I have, because a lot of my pens have gone out on me lately, and I don't know why. This is gonna bleed. This also will, and I don't know why the cap is like that on this one. I might do all sorts of different colors. I am not sure. But I do have some fun colored pens in here, and I might go in with those as well. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try a bunch of different things out, see what works. Again, this is my very first time doing anything like this. I'm super hype about it. Yeah, but the place that I am getting, I am calling it the Funkatorium, which, again, I'm going to be painting a full mural on the wall. They allow you to paint the walls, paint the floors, and everything. And yeah. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start with this blue pen. And I wish I had a way to kind of show you guys, but I'll probably end up printing these on tags at some point, because I want to do like this really fun font. Hello, hi, how are you? Elma, Beaverlicious, Alejandro. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. We are making some tags for my antique store coming up, and I am handwriting all of them. And I'm calling this place the Funkatorium. I have a lot of really big, lofty plans for it. I don't know if you guys have ever been in an antique mall, but I kind of want to do something a little bit different than what I've seen. I ended up getting a much bigger space than I thought I was going to. They said, hello, Susan, how are you? They said that I was going to get a 10 by 10. I'm really good. How are you? Oh, that is so nice. I love that everyone is here. But yeah, I am just writing this in. But they said that I was going to get a 10 by 10. It ended up being like a 20 by 25. And I'm going to do some items, but I'm also going to just mainly be doing like vintage clothes and stuff. I'm actually making tags. Hello. So there's a lot of people saying kind of rude stuff in my comments, which I don't really like. But you know what? That's fine. I'll probably put people in timeout. I am doing great. How are you? I'm going to back this up just a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just writing them out by hand. I do want to eventually get to a point where I can print these out. There we go. And I've recently just hit a milestone of, I think, 1540 subscribers, which is really cool, and thank you everybody for that. My next goal is 2,000, and when I do 2,000, I will be doing a trip. And I'll be doing another travel vlog. There is one coming out this weekend, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. It's a mini one. It was for 1,500, but the next one is 2,000. So I would really love to get there, preferably by like October. That's my goal. That is my goal, to get... Hello! Can you say hi for Croatia? Hello! But yeah, my goal is 2,000 by October. There we go. And I have 100 of these. This will probably not be enough to cover all of my inventory, but it is a good start. I'm going to get in there probably later this week, maybe next week. I'm going to be painting. I'm going to be doing a full mural. It's going to be like 20 feet tall, which is a lot bigger than I thought. I don't really know how to use a projector in there because they will not let me turn the lights off. For obvious reasons, people are in there shopping. But I am allowed to paint. I think I'm allowed to paint the floor. I have to make sure, though. And I'm not allowed to hang anything from the ceiling because somebody decided to hang barbed wire from the ceiling, and now no one can hang anything from the ceiling anymore. Hello, Agatha. There we go. Guys, hello, Kelly. If you guys keep being like this, I'm going to have to keep putting people in timeout. So everyone be nice, okay? Thank you. Hello, Matthew. I am doing great. Thank you for asking. Hello, everybody. We're making tags for my booth. And this was like the 16th booth that I reached out to. I was a little bit nervous because this one is kind of like, it's pretty far from me. It is a haul to get there. Yes, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. It is simple. Sometimes I think these people want to be treated the way that they're acting, though. And I'm really excited because I would not put her up to that. That is a lot of work. I don't know if my channel is big enough for doing that yet. There we go. So yeah, I have like 4 of these done now. This is gonna take a while. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. I'm trying to hit a goal of 2,000. So every single subscriber, thank you so much. You guys are really helping me actually accomplish my dreams. I've been on YouTube, I think, for like 10 years now. But yeah, I'm gonna have a pepper grinder collection because every time I see one that's like really good quality, thank you so much, Pixie. I'm going to get it and then I'm gonna be able to share it with people because finding them is really hard. Thank you so much, Colin. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't. Thank you so much, John. That is so sweet. What do I do? So I do a bunch of things. I do makeup, traveling, DIY stuff. Now I run an antique booth. What else? I sing on occasion. Yeah, I do a lot of things. Thank you. That's one of my favorite mobs in the game. There we go. Yeah, I'm also doing a series where I am doing all of my makeup like the Minecraft mobs. I will do the witch next, so thank you Yo Plox for the inspiration. I also am going to be doing some mannequins in there, which I'm super excited about because I'm probably going to be covering them in like those disco ball mirrors. And then they're going to be very sparkly. I just want my entire booth to look like kind of like an acid trip from like the 60s or 70s. That's the vibe I'm going for. And I'm kind of, even though I do have like 5 years of experience, I actually started with furniture flipping. Hello! I started with that a long time ago when I used to live in Florida, and I learned how to repair furniture and paint it. If you ever come to North Carolina, you should visit it. That would be very fun. Has anyone ever been to an antique mall? I have been to many an antique mall. I love them. I think they're weird. Lately, some of them have been starting to get filled with like that like home goods stuff and like the live, laugh, love stuff. I love how you went and looked for that person, but let's stop at the names. I don't want anyone getting like their information. I like to think that he meant it as a compliment. I haven't been here in a hot minute. There aren't too many around me. No, yeah, I have been wanting to go on a road trip so bad. If we do ever end up in the same state, we should definitely do some sort of video together. I think it'd be fun. Thank you so much. Oh, I accidentally spelled it wrong. Okay. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Spelling my own business name wrong. But to be fair, I did think of this name this morning, so. Yeah, I love all the videos you've been putting out. Also, everybody subscribe to Kelly right now, please. Everyone who's in here, she's very cool. and makes a lot of like DIY stuff and the same type of stuff. So if you like my stuff, you're gonna like her stuff. There we go. So yeah, I accidentally spelled this one wrong, but I'm basically writing the name on all of them. Then I'm gonna go in with like little price tags so I can fill those out later. I have about, because I have been thinking that I was gonna get into this place a lot sooner, so I think I have about 200 pieces of clothing ready to go day one. They have all been cleaned, ironed, mended, buttons repaired, everything. I also want to make signage. Don't know how I'm going to do all of this by the first of the month, because the lease was immediate. I had to pay it up front. And my goal is to at least break even the first month. Like, ideally, I'd like to do better than that, but yeah, I started with furniture flipping, which I had a super, super small apartment. It was basically like a loft studio, and I had like 30 to 40. Hello! I had 30 to 40 pieces of furniture in there at one time, which was a lot. If you can imagine, like a 600 to 700 square foot apartment. That was completely. Thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, it was too much, but all the money I made from those furniture sales got me up here to where I am now in North Carolina. So I'm very grateful for that. I also sold a bunch of other antiques. I got really into doing like eBay because down there, the booth rentals for antiques were like exorbitant. I just keep like messing up these letters, but that's okay. Hello, Deep Poetry. Hello, Aisha. Yes, hello. There we go. I've also started going live on TikTok more often. Hello, Thunder Plays Roblox. What is your favorite Roblox game? I like how people are deleting their own messages now. I don't even have to do anything about it. I'm not sure which one I like better between TikTok and which one I like better. I kind of like, hello, Faraz. Do my live haircut, please. No. The liminality zone. Let's see. Guys, I'm not gonna do like, if you guys keep asking me to do random things for you to subscribe, like, you guys are free to subscribe or not. I'm not going to keep, like, I'm not gonna do different things for the subscription. Like, I already spend probably 40 to 50 hours a week making my videos, so if that's not good enough, that's okay. Chaotic Bean Simulator and the Liminality Zone. What is the Liminality Zone like? Is that like one of those, like, I don't know, liminal space games? Like, I remember you played that one that was the Backrooms, which I tried to play it and I got really scared. Yeah, before you even came in here, like, literally these people were asking me to say a lot of things that were not, what's it called? It's similar to the Backrooms, but no jump scares. Okay, then I have to try it. I definitely should try it. Do you have that live up? Did you play it like on live or anything? Also, do I play Roblox? I do sometimes. I haven't this month, but I was playing it quite a bit last month. And I am writing tags for my antique store coming up. It's okay. I'm very used to it. I just don't really like, I don't like people trying to pressure me into saying things. Like that one person said, wanting empathy. I don't think someone trying to manipulate me into saying anything is me showing empathy. I think the better thing is actually raising awareness after researching stuff and also donating. Please donate to causes you believe in, because that's going to do a lot more. But I am not just going to say stuff on live because people want me to. I'm going to watch that like right after this is over. Thank you. I think we all should be doing it. I have been calling my senators every single day, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. And it could be about literally any type of thing you care about. I have posted a few things about that. I think calling is more important than posting things about it, and a lot of people don't want to do the behind the scenes work. But yeah, because especially on TikTok, you get bullied a lot when you post anything that is like literally a common sense take about the state of the world, and I'm not trying to get banned. Where am I from? I am from Florida, but I did move. Yeah, so I guess the US. All right, so I've almost finished the orange cards. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This might actually be sizes, but I might just leave it all random. I don't know. I like the colors of these. These were $1 at the thrift store, and when they run out, I don't know where I'm going to get more of them. I was thinking about hand making and cutting and hole punching the cards, but that was going to be a lot. That was going to be a lot more work. And just writing these out, I'm like, I am going to do a design online and start printing them on my printer. But I wanted to make sure I got like the secondhand aspect even down in the tags. So thank you so much. Bye, Kelly. But yeah, we are almost done with the orange ones, which means I have, let's see, that was 20. So I have 20 items that I can do. How often do I go live? I used to go live a lot more. I try to go live like twice a week. And once I have literally anyone to help me set up my streaming for video games, I will be doing that. Haven't figured that one out yet. But once I do that, I'm going to try to go live at least twice a week, probably for like an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. Yeah. But it's going to be something different most weeks. I really do like Minecraft, so I will be doing probably Minecraft like once a week. And the lives are better than just, like, to me, the lives when you do like gaming and stuff, it feels a lot better than like editing a video, because editing gaming videos is like one of the banes of my existence. It is a lot harder than just editing everything else. What am I writing? So I am writing the tags for my antique store that I'm going to be having very soon. Like next week soon. What's my favorite movie? Oh my god. Okay. What's my favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? Like, everyone here, what is your favorite movie? Because I gotta think of mine. I have a lot. Final Destination 3. Oh my, those movies freak me out. I have never seen one. I do not plan on it. I am like blanking on a movie. My favorite movie is My Hero Academia. You don't really like movies. That's okay. I have not been to a movie theater in probably over a year. I was gonna go see the Minecraft movie, but then I was like, I heard how rowdy it got. I'm like, I don't know if I want to. But I would say probably The Emperor's New Groove for like animated movies is one of my favorite. Yeah. But yeah, I am like blanking on movies right now. But yeah, anything from like that era was great. And I'm trying to think of the movies that I watched like obsessively. I don't know. But yeah, no, that is a great Disney movie. I liked Lilo and Stitch, and by that I mean the cartoon version. How was the Minecraft movie, by the way? Is it worth actually seeing? Like, is it actually good? Or is it just like a meme movie? Or maybe both? Not really good? That's sad. Ooh, another movie I like is that old 2000s movie, She's the Man, with Amanda Bynes. Love that movie. I still kind of want to see it. I still kind of do. I didn't want to get a bunch of stuff poured on me, you know? I feel like people just crave Rocky Horror Picture Show, and they're craving audience participation, which in that case, go see a theater show, because there's a lot of participation in that. Hello! You are back. I think, yeah, you've been here. You've been here before. Is it still in theaters? I don't know if, is the Minecraft movie still in theaters? It's been a while. There we go. Yeah, it might be. Honestly, I don't even know what is in theaters lately. To put it into perspective, the last movie I saw in theaters was the Barbie movie, and that was like, I think like a year or two ago. Yeah, no, that was like 3 moves ago. I've moved a lot. I'm not moving anytime soon, but yeah, that was 3 moves ago. So yeah, 2 years ago. And yeah, so now I am on the blue one. So I've already done 20, and that's probably hard to move that often. I just moved that often because locations were not great, rent went up, those types of reasons. Yeah, moving's a lot. Moving's a lot of work. Hello, Kyla! Thank you so much! I hope that you have a good day. Yeah, we are writing tags for the antique store right now. And thank you to everyone who left a like. That is really sweet of you guys. But yeah, I might actually get on live on YouTube more. I might actually do some makeup on live again. I'm not sure. But I will be going live probably every week from the antique store and show everybody what I'm bringing in every week. Yay, you love antique stores? That's awesome. I am opening a booth in an antique store next week, and it's my first one. So excited. What do you like about antique stores? Like, what's your favorite thing to find in an antique store? For me, it's like a really good like dress or something. Or just like those little weird things, those like, I guess like figurines, you might call them. I don't know. Or maybe like glass, like some really pretty glass. There we go. And my place is going to be called the Funkatorium. Normalize calling nursing homes antique stores. I mean, most nursing homes that I've visited don't really have that many items in them. Oh yeah, I love the weird and like rare stuff. I've actually found some really good stuff in there, and I'm hoping that I can kind of follow in all of those people's footsteps and have really weird and rare stuff in mine as well. I will have a few items over 100 years old. A few. I sometimes find those. Most of my stuff's gonna be like from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I have a lot of 80s stuff. A lot of silks that are beaded. And yeah, I do have some shoes. I got a clothing rack yesterday. I was trying to figure out where I was gonna get it because I am boycotting a bunch of like the main big stores. My store is gonna be located in Hendersonville, North Carolina. And yeah, Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's called Needful Things, the actual antique mall. So I will be posting from there probably at least once a week. But it's gonna look super trippy. I'm gonna have probably new stuff every week. Hopefully people go. I don't know exactly how much foot traffic is at that one, but they're the ones that finally were like, yes, you have a spot here. I do want to like kind of make an entrance with like, you know, a bunch of like decor and stuff. But yeah, the countdown is on. Favorite place you've ever traveled? For me, I think it's a tie between, I went to Italy once, that is probably number one, but a close second is Cincinnati, Ohio. I made a whole video about it, but that was like probably my favorite trip in the United States. I really do. I want to make an arch thing. I want to have mannequins. I want to paint the floor. They let you get away with a lot in this antique mall. And I also have to put my code on each of these. Because instead of booth numbers, ooh, Alaska. I have not been to Alaska yet, but that is definitely on my list of places to go. What was your favorite part about Alaska? And did you go in like the summertime or the winter? I feel like the summer might be easier. I do know it's actually hot there right now for some reason. Yeah, these are just like, these are going great. And I'm going to attach these with safety pins. We went in the summer in the glaciers and went whale watching. That is super cool. I would love to see any sort of whale in my lifetime. All right, Steven. Time out for you. Yeah, ew, Steven. Gross. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. I think when this channel gets bigger, I'm probably going to get mods for my lives. In an edit? I don't even know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I'll probably start having mods once my channel reaches, like, I know, when people tell me to do stuff in live, I get really suspicious that it's going to end up being bad. So I'm not going to do it. The amount of things people have been trying to convince me to do in the past, like, 20 minutes is wild. Okay, have fun grocery shopping. Bye. Hello, how are you? Valeria Jade, that is a pretty name. I am writing tags for my antique store. I am handwriting them, and each one is going to go on a different item of clothes. I will have stickers for my, like, non-clothing items. And I don't know how I'm going to do that because I know stickers can be very... Ooh, what type of antiques are your favorite? Like, what time period? What type of items? I'm doing a lot of 60s, 70s clothing, 80s, but also I'm doing much older items as well. And my store is opening up next week. So excited for that. It's so weird to think that Y2K and like early 2000s is vintage now. I was on a call with my mom and I was telling her about the vintages and I'm like, yeah, 70s, 80s is vintage. And she's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, I know, stuff from my childhood is vintage now. which I'm actually happy about. And I was telling her about the Littlest Pet Shops. Like, I even have some. I have all my OG Littlest Pet Shops, which I'm not selling these. These are not showing up in the store. I will have My Little Ponies, like the original, like early 2000s and 90s My Little Ponies, but my Littlest Pet Shops are, what's it called? You have Littlest Pet Shops too? So yeah, I have a lot of them, but I only put a bunch. I only put like maybe like 5 or 6 up at a time when I'm doing my makeup tutorials. Oh, you have My Little Ponies from the 80s. That is actually really cool. Hello, how are you? But yeah, when I do my makeup tutorials like this one, I just perch them on the little metal thing. Let's see, how many more do I have over here? Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I keep like 5 or 6 and I rotate them. There we go. Do you like to collect the My Little Ponies, or do you just like have them? Where's my store? So my store is going to be in Needful Things in Hendersonville. And that is Hendersonville, North Carolina. Have I ever been in Canada? No, but I want to go so bad. I've been wanting to go to Canada for probably like 15, 16 years. Yeah, I have a passage in one of my yearbooks that is just a passage about how much I love Canada and how much I wish I could go to Canada, which is kind of funny, a little weird, but no. Are you in Canada? Have you ever been to Canada? There we go. I love how I started off doing this with a font, and then I just kind of am just using my own handwriting. What is the coolest item I've ever found? So, I think the coolest thing I've ever found, I found these super, super cool lamps. And I traveled about 2 hours to get them because I saw them online. The person like kind of advertised through Facebook. And I already had a matching set at home, but I wanted a second set. And there are these glass lamps. They're kind of like the hurricane bubble lamps. They were from the 1950s. So I have one set in my bedroom and one set in my living room. But yeah, they were selling them for $60 for both, which is a really good price for that. Ooh, what are you studying? Oh no, it was one of the, like, they didn't really work properly. So I did have to get them repaired, and I took them to a lamp store in the same area, and since it was a small area, it was $60 for both to be repaired, which again, they also replaced the bulbs with LEDs, so now they don't get like hot anymore. So 120 for 2 working lamps was really not that bad. Especially because I really wanted the lamps. Hello, Adeline. All right. But yeah, I have some very cool. I currently have a 90s like silk like slip dress from Victoria's Secret. That's going to be going front and center. Ooh, game art and animations. That is like a very cool degree. Do you have like any video game companies you want to work for? You want to start your own? No. Yeah, so after I do all of these, I have to put in my little code, and it's like a 3-digit code, so that way they know who they're ringing up. So we have almost gotten through 2/5 of these. Yeah. And I'll probably have to write down each individual item. And I'll actually have to triple check to make sure each item is exactly the one I'm saying it is, like that the time period's super accurate. I've gotten a pretty good eye for knowing what time period something's from, but I always want to triple check because I don't want to accidentally mislead people into thinking something is something. That's the thing about antiques, is a lot of research. It's honestly mostly research. And repair. You have to repair quite a bit of things. And I also like getting things sometimes when they do need repairs, because then it will be repaired because I know how, and it goes to a loving home. And I save it from being thrown away. The research is cool, and that's actually why I got into this, is because I am kind of a bit of a nerd when it comes to antiques. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to print these out because I have misspelled like 1 in 5 cards so far. So hopefully I can find another way to do these at some point that is easier. But yeah, I might do makeup lives in another point, but I definitely want to do a live every week showing everyone the roundup of like the new things in the store, and like I will I am from Florida. But it would be hard for me to do lives in the store. I'd have to do them at home because the store plays like music and I will get copyright strike so fast. And I don't want that. I don't think that happens on TikTok. I don't know. What are you doing with your life? Go do something. But yeah. What type of lives? Never mind. I am not even going to ask that. I've had too many people in this comment section earlier today be nasty. I'm not asking you guys for any. Do I prefer vintage fashion? Oh, that's a hard question. Vintage fashion or furniture? If I had to pick, probably vintage. No, because all the furniture is really bad now, but so is most of the clothes. It's a tie. It's almost every single furniture in my house is vintage. I mean, this isn't, but what are you gonna do? Most of my furniture is vintage. All of my clothes are thrifted. Vintage hair, makeup styles. Vintage makeup, just because the vintage hair, I have curly hair, and I don't really see a lot of curly haired styles are easy to do or don't involve like straightening your hair in one way or another. And it's just like that's a lot of effort. Well, thank you. You are welcome to hang here as long as you want. We're just having a very chill time. There we go. And I am going to be uploading my 1,500 subscriber special this weekend. Does anyone have any guesses? As it is a travel vlog, does anyone have any guesses to where I went? I want to see if anybody knows where I went. And this one's more of a mini one. When I hit 2,000, it will be a much bigger trip. Basically, the more subscribers, like the bigger the milestone, the bigger the trip. Canada, no. That's a big trip. That's not a little trip. For me, Canada is a 16-hour drive away, which would take 4 days just to get there and then 4 days back. Also, I think I would probably be talking about nonstop because Canada is like my dream destination. Yeah, same. Where would you go in Canada? I would want to go to Montreal super bad. My dad was born there. And I haven't been yet. Thank you so much. Good night. I hope that your studies go great. I am from the United States, from Florida, and then I moved to North Carolina. All right, we have finished the blue. We have the pink, and these are all going to be put on via safety pins. We love to see it. And now we're going to be doing the green ones. So each one has 20, and there's 5 different ones. And then I can go through and see which items. Right now I have, yeah, I have about 200 items. So this is going to cover about half of it. Yeah, no, staples ruin the clothing. And if you're going to go through all the effort to find like a really good vintage, I don't want to ruin it. I feel like this staple, like, I hate when that happens to me. I also hate those little plastic push-through things because when you try to get them out, if you don't have scissors on you, even if you do, it leaves holes, and that's gross. You don't want that in your clothes. Yeah, I hate when like thrift stores do that. It's like, can you just price everything the same? Like put like shirts, $4, whatever it is. Like just put it that, you know, and then the cashier can be like, oh, shirt, great, $4. Because they do. Most thrift stores have standard pricing for like each type of clothing, so they really don't need any tags on it. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. I think I do want, oh, and another thing. For everybody who loves thrifting, antiques, all that, I have a new series. That series is going to be going to every Goodwill outlet in the United States. And it's pretty lofty because there are 141. Do I offer an online thrifting? I have tried that. It is really exhausting, especially doing both at the same time, because once something sells in like an in-person store and then it sells online, like then I can't promise it to the one person or the other. I would definitely do that. Okay. Guess what? Guess what? Timeout time for you. Bye. Yeah, no, it happens. I love that YouTube has a timeout feature. I think it's so funny. Because it's like, okay, like, you're gone. Yeah, so we have the first green one down. I thought I had done more of them. But I'm doing like bubble letters, and I definitely want to make an actual logo because I'm doing a mural on the wall that is going to be a logo, and it's going to be about 20 feet wide. It's going to be huge. Starting that before next week. It's going to be very trippy, kind of like those like 60s posters for the concerts, very acid Art Nouveau, whichever way you pronounce it. Yes, I am aware of many hats. I've never done that style before, but I feel like, you know, what better time to do something for the first time than on a permanent wall that's going to be your business. I do a lot of things the first time when it actually matters. Ooh, what type of art do you make? I know that's a hard question because usually artists, it's like all of it. And I also will be selling some of my paintings and stuff in my antique booth too, because why not? Wear my hair down. So my hair is kind of, I have not been able to find that, like, my bonnet that I put on my hair for sleeping in a long time. Ooh, colored pencils a lot. So like fashion zombies. You mean like kind of like Monster High, how they're like kind of a monster but also like slay? Yeah, I kind of want to do these like Art Nouveau, but it's gonna take a long time to do these if I do that. You should definitely post those. And yeah. Damn, you guys are very demanding. Like I said again, if you guys don't like my content enough to subscribe and you need to demand me to do extra things, don't subscribe. It's okay. I will not be offended. My stuff is very take it or leave it. I think that can still count as fashion. Or you can make like another account just for art and just post whenever you want. Bye. I've had to time out so many people. Like, I am here to chill and hang out with you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, a timeout is like a ban, so I picked the longest timeout possible. But it's not really a ban. They can come back after 24 hours. But if they come back and they do it again, they're getting blocked. But yeah, like, people really don't need to be that demanding. Like, I am sitting here and spending time with everybody. It is not like request o'clock. Am I from Ukraine? No, I am not. I'm from the United States. Hello, Matthew. We are about halfway done with the cards. Okay, what is this edit everyone is talking about? Can someone please explain to me what edit are you guys talking about? This is like the fourth time. I feel like I'm being set up for something bad. So if nobody can explain it to me, like, I'm not doing it. I don't know who is Lamar Jackson. God, I am so out of the loop. Whoever knows who this is, am I being tricked? I feel like I'm being tricked. I'm gonna do a poll. Okay, people are saying yes, I'm being tricked. Okay, I will do this. After I get off of live, I am going to look up this, and then if it's not bad, I will do it next time. How about that? Goodbye. All right. But yeah, I'm writing down this and then my code. And then I also have to do sizes, the item description. Thank you so much, Ember. I really appreciate it. Someone said no to Am I Being Tricked? Yeah, I would love if, like, I don't know. I kind of want to see this, but I don't know anything about the NBA really, so I think it'd be kind of funny. I mean, the fact that people want to make edits with me in it, sure, like, great. I just think it's kind of funny. Yeah, but the fact that 3 out of 4 people are saying I'm being tricked. Look, come back, subscribe, come back next time, and then if I think it's, what's it called? What kind of music do I listen to? A lot of different types of music. But I really like funk, I like disco. I like a lot of the modern pop stuff as well. I like a lot of 2010s, like early 2010s pop. What else? I like salsa music, also mariachi music. A lot of different types. Hello from Russia. Hello. Another person votes for no. I am not being tricked. Yeah, I'm gonna see. So everybody just subscribe, and then if I find out it's not a trick, I will do it next time. So they're asking me to do something for an edit with like NBA player. Hello, Chris. Another person for yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, this isn't looking good for everybody that told me to do this. And the fact that many people who don't even know each other. Hello, how are you? The fact that many people who don't even know each other are asking me to do the same thing, it's sus. Yeah, so we have. They might be. I've had a lot of weirdos today, more than usual. Hello, how are you? 9 votes. So more people are saying no. And at this point, people probably don't even know what the question I'm asking is. But yeah, I am about halfway done making my tags. Halfway done. Super excited about that. But yeah, if anyone wanted to make edits, they can easily take literally any footage from my YouTube videos. I would honestly be so happy if people made edits. I would be so flattered. My skin is glowing today, so I only put on a tiny bit of stuff. I put a few dots of this on. I put some of this in the corner of my eyes. It's like a shimmer stick, and it goes on like this. A little mascara, a little blush, some lip gloss. This one. And I like this one a lot. But thank you. Yeah, just a few things. Well, you do know this is a makeup channel, right? Like, well, halfway a makeup channel. I do a lot of other things too, but if you see my most recent video, I literally have an entire wave on my face. And that took probably like 30 different things. All right, so we are almost done with the green. I better not be running out of this pen. Do I use a lip plumper? No. I take that as a compliment because I don't think my lips are on the larger size at all, but no, I do not use one. Just lip gloss or lipstick. Married or single? I am engaged. But yeah, I asked everybody, and everyone wanted me to make a second Frutiger Arrow tutorial, and I did, and then, thank you so much! And then everybody didn't even watch it or comment, and I'm like, you all asked for this video. What do I think about super skinny eyebrows coming back? Okay, so I think they look really good on some people. I kind of keep mine in the middle, but I think they look really good on some people's face structures, and I think some people look better with bushier ones. I don't know. I wouldn't do mine super skinny because I've seen a lot of people that did that in the 90s and they didn't grow back the same. So I would be very, like, I'm super cautious not to overdo it on mine. I have thought about shaving mine off just for ease of doing makeup, because I want to do a lot of weirder looks, but then on days I don't feel like wearing makeup, I'm just going to look very awkward and just have like stubby eyebrows. So I probably won't do that. What do you guys think about the skinny eyebrows? Oh, that's cool. Super skinny eyebrows. I think on the right person, they look beautiful. Thank you. I'm a little bit sad that they're not going to let me hang anything on the ceiling, but I understand why I'm not allowed to just like put stuff, because I want to put a disco ball in my booth, but I'll probably just hang it from like a lamp stand. Like I think I remember you saying you really liked Y2K and like early 2000s stuff. So that would probably look really good on you. I used to do my eyebrows a certain shape, and my mom liked to refer to them as Spock brows. And I really loved it, and somehow I forgot how to do it, but I'm trying to get them back there. Oh, that I love the scene style. I'm actually trying to do a cosplay with like a scenified cosplay soon. And I'm thinking about getting like some sort of wig for it. Because I don't know, how do you do your hair? Like, do you do it big every single day? I really love like those like leopard stripes that people put in their hair. But yeah, it was going to be one of my Minecraft cosplays because I like to make them how I envision each mob in my head. You do your hair big. Oh my gosh. Oh. I love when people have like that like big style. And bows. I have a few bows. Most of my bows are like 1950s bows though. I have thought about doing also a scene makeup tutorial on here and a 1950s makeup tutorial. I have so many ideas that I have not gone around to yet. If you guys have like any ideas of, you should. So I did my senior pictures and I had a very special idea in mind. You know those like 80s glamour shots? So I did mine and I had like, I had my cats like floating in space in the background with like the laser things. And it was just me holding a cat like this. And that was my senior photo. Because they let you pick your own photo. And I think it was great. I definitely do. I look like I wear Britney Spears perfume. I am actually allergic to fragrance. So I just wear unscented stuff. Unscented deodorant, unscented soap. Nothing has smells. I'm allergic to a lot of things. Thank you. You're an icon too. You sound very cool. Oh man, this pen is running out of ink. All right, we are finally at 50-50 with the poll. I think I'm going to end it because nobody knows anymore. I think the culprits are gone from the stream. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch over pens because this one's running out. But I just hope I make it for the last 2 green cards because I got 2 more right here, and then I can switch to a different color. There we go. Yeah, this may not make it, honestly. Like, this pen may not make it. I'm super nervous to do the mural, though, because I'm going to have to freehand it. I have not done one that large yet, but I am also, like, going to leave, like, my, like, a way to contact me there, so then if people want to get a mural done, because I also do murals, and I would love to actually get some of my artwork up on, like, the city. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch over 1 card early. Because this is not, I just wanted to do the last letter on this one. Oh, what type of mural did you make? I did one as well a while ago, and it was a sea life theme. I wish I knew what that said. That's awesome. Libraries are great. I love libraries. I think everyone needs to be going to libraries more. They have more than books. Like, they have so many programs and stuff. But yeah, I'm super excited for this weekend because I put videos out every Sunday. And I'm super excited. Yeah, they always have fun activities. I made light switches there. But yeah, I'm so excited to share with you guys. Hello. The travel vlogs are my favorite type. They're my favorite to edit. They're my favorite to do. I cannot wait till I get to 2,000 subscribers because then I will do another one. Hello. Hi. But yeah, this one was a very short one. It was 24 hours. That is literally all the time I had. So I had to do as much as possible in 24 hours, which was hard. It was hard to do that. We are now to the orange ones. You're from Indonesia. And hello, what's your name? Okay. What is something super niche that I love? Okay. Right now, I have a lot of niche interests. But since the internet is so big, a lot of things aren't going to feel super niche. I think the nichest thing is finding, like, especially in my shop, finding pepper grinders, like specifically ones without plastic, like just wood and metal. That's something super niche. Littlest Pet Shops. What else? Apricots. I am literally contemplating if my apricot guys do not get back to me. And yes, I have people for apricots. That's how much I like them. Thank you. But I'm actually planning on like driving halfway across the country if they don't respond because that's the only other place I can get them in the quantity that I want. Because right now at the grocery store, apricots are $6.99 a pound. Well, thank you. It's not my birthday today, but thank you. Yeah, last year I ended up getting apricots from my apricot guy, and I got 2 bushels. You should definitely try them. They're a little bit sour. I canned mine. I almost put out that video too, but you got that is so cool. I had a raspberry plant and I think it died. So hopefully yours is alive and well. Raspberries are great though. I especially like the frozen ones. But yeah, I turned mine into jam, and I should probably actually, that was like a video was a year old, and I think it was just so excruciating to edit that I never finished it, so I should probably get that out to you guys. Ugh. I've never had canned apricots, except for like my home canned stuff. I think I might actually plant apricot trees because I don't want to have to keep running into this problem every year. And I don't know why, I literally live in like a rural area. I don't know why people don't grow apricots here. Like, it's the perfect climate. Everyone likes to grow peaches. Everyone likes to grow apples. Nobody wants to grow apricots. And they're not especially hard to grow either. But the place that I'm looking at is a U-pick. I don't know if anyone would want to see a video of a U-pick apricot farm. That would be a long drive for me. That would be like 10, 12 hours drive, but it would be worth it, I think. Yeah, like I am still within an hour from like a larger city, but it's a little bit of a drive. Yeah, I think for something that is gonna take me like that much time, I think I'm gonna set like a subscriber goal for it. Like I would say if I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll do it. Am I a farmer? I am not. I have a garden. But no, I'm not a farmer. I have lots of farmers near me though. So yeah, we have like 30 left, which I'm super excited about. I still have to put like 5 more things on each thing, but just having these in general. And I know I'm going to run out of them like the first week. But I will be taking everyone through my setup, how I'm doing this, just in case anyone else wants to learn how to do antiques and vintages alongside me, because I'm no expert. I'm just going to share what I know. It's a lot of research. But yeah, the Funkatorium will be open for business next week. I'm so excited for this. I have been wanting to do this for 5 years. There we go. Yeah, my goal today was to get all of my new tags, like at least made. Tomorrow I will be putting them on my like wares and stuff, and then I will be packing them away, and then I will be bringing them over when I go paint. They're letting me go in a few days early. What am I writing? I am writing the name of my business, which is the Funkatorium. So I'm writing that on each tag so people know where to go. Because that's how antique malls work. They need to know like what you're doing, like the code. Do I have an Instagram for my shop? So I will very soon. I have not done it yet. I'm going to do it by the end of today. I will have a TikTok. I will probably have a YouTube, even though I feel like I'm going to post on this one too. But I will have an Instagram and a TikTok for it, that's for sure. And eventually I will have the tags so they have like a QR code to let people like find the shop online. But if you guys are subscribed, I will actually be posting the if once I get a Instagram and a TikTok, I will be like posting the username for all that on YouTube so you guys can find it. Favorite car? I haven't seen anyone do a... Oh, no, they're trying to, what's it called? Am I being tricked? You know what? 2004 Honda Odyssey. I haven't seen anyone make an edit about that. 2004 Honda Odyssey. When you make it, tag me so I can see it. I actually really like car edits. I think, like, I'm not even into cars, but I think they're fun. I think they're very creative, and I like it. Oh, and make it a red 2004 Honda Odyssey. There we go. Hi. You live next door to me. Okay. Well, then, what kind of shop? It is a antique shop. Antique and vintages. So a lot of 60s, 70s, 80s stuff. I will have some Y2K in there. I will have some like really old stuff like 100 plus. I currently have a book from 1904. I don't know if I'm going to give that one up. You have a question. Okay. What is your question? All caps. It must be urgent. I love how everyone leaves the A. Should you make a grilled cheese? Yes, always. The answer is yes. Have some soup with it too, some tomato soup. Everybody wants grilled cheese now. I haven't had a grilled cheese in a while. I haven't been able to come up with an allergy-friendly bread that I think is good enough for grilled cheese because I don't want to eat a sad grilled cheese. Oh man, this pen is running out too. I have to switch. These run out so quickly. You're making eggs, frowny face. How's the homework? I'm not doing homework. I'm doing business things like a business professional. And every single thing I own right now is not doing. Okay, bye. I don't know what half of you people are talking about. Oh, hi, Chaos Library. I didn't see you in there. All right, let's try this one. Good enough for now. It's probably going to dry out in like 3 cards. Yeah, we are just writing down on these tags. I'm just happy everyone's here. What does that mean? Can someone translate for me? I have no idea what that means. Yeah, what is that? like I said, I'm spending 40 to 50 hours a week on each video, so I don't really get a lot of time to see a lot of streamers. So why do they want me to challenge him? I'm so confused. But thank you for explaining it. Did you tag me in it? I can't wait to see it. Yeah, each video takes me about 40 hours from planning, filming, scripting, editing, and then getting it out there. I don't even know what I would challenge this person to do. Please do. I can't wait to see this edit. How can we watch your video? So, I don't know if you guys see, but definitely if you guys go, thank you. If you guys go to my profile on here, all of my videos are there. I have a bunch of them. So please go watch them. I would really, really appreciate that. Because I put a lot of time and effort into them. So yeah, I'm trying to make this full time because I really enjoy doing it. I cannot wait to see the Civic. Is it a red one? What inspires me a lot? Okay. Nature. I think goldfish. How do I handle criticism? The block button. Honestly, blocking is sometimes the nicest thing you can say to somebody. And it's self-care. Do I buy anything on Etsy? I have like twice. I got some pins that look like whales, and they were like enamel pins, and they were very cute. I think a lot of people put a lot of really cool stuff on Etsy. Do I feel sometimes to respond strongly to society? Yes? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. I am currently making tags for my business that's starting next week, the Funkatorium, and it's going to be in an antique mall. So, not drawing today. I do draw sometimes on live stream, which I can actually show you guys. What do I have right here? Sometimes I draw on live stream. What would I do with $1 million? Probably not just one thing. Thank you so much. But probably not just one thing. I would probably help continue to provide resources to local organizations, especially ones that have to do with homelessness, food insecurity, animals. And I would also travel. And then I guess I would save a little bit of it. Thank you. It's actually oil pastels. But yeah, I'd save a little for fun and then use the rest to help better my community. Ooh, what's your favorite thing to cook? I hope you teach art too. I'm probably going to do that, put some tutorials out. I used to be an art teacher at like one of those like painting places. That was pretty short-lived because it was a super far drive. It was like over an hour each way, and the pay was abysmal. So it barely covered my gas to get there and back. So that was like 2 weeks. I also taught art at a summer camp for 8 years. But yeah, I think I might actually put some art tutorials on here. If you wanted to see some, what type of art would you want to learn how to make? Yeah, these are almost done. I have 23 left, which is amazing. I don't think I've ever heard of that artist. Do I like calligraphy? I love it. Am I good at it? Not really, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. I would love to actually learn how to get better at it though. I feel like I probably need something that's like one of those like those ink pens, like the ink fountain pens. I have a constant problem of my pens running out of ink. And I haven't bought pens in like 6 years. I'm kind of waiting till all of mine run out. Do I do watercolor? Sometimes. I have before. I kind of like to dabble in all the mediums. And is it possible to draw motion? Absolutely, it is possible to draw emotions. And sometimes the emotions aren't going to look like anything in particular. Sometimes it's just going to look like scribbles, and that's okay. All right, you got a block, guy. You're done. I kind of like to think of it as like one of those like buckets where you throw balloons at the people and then they go into the tank. We don't tolerate nasty comments in here. Scary like spiders. Spiders are kind of scary, but I've learned to appreciate some of them. It's possible, yeah. Just get out a piece of paper and start just moving the pencil however you think is your feelings. Hello. What do I think of street art? I think it's pretty cool. I really do. I think like tags and stuff. Oh, I hate brown recluse spiders. They're very scary to me. But I think tagging is cool. I don't really like anything if it's like a hate symbol. I think that that's bad. But all of the other stuff, I love. Teacup pigs. Also, what is my opinion about fear-themed art? So with fear-themed art, I think it's great. I think it is something that people can lean into. You've been bitten. Yeah, are you from Australia? Because that's what's it called. I'm well familiar with Francisco Goya. I've actually seen some of his pieces in person. They are much more, you feel much more emotion when you see them in person. But yeah, have a go at it. Ooh, I mean, Texas is the Australia of the United States, though. I'm really sorry you got bitten so much. You should try. I've gotten my art in a museum, but the thing that they don't tell you about getting your art in a museum is you have to pay a lot of usually to get your art in a museum. It's very rare that they just pick you. Usually you either have to apply or you have to pay a lot. I have gotten in once without paying, but your boyfriend got offered a spot? Congratulations! Well, here's the thing. Maybe that connection can help you get a spot as well. That's cool that you both are artists. I had my art in the Dolly Museum in downtown St. Pete in Florida twice. It was really cool. It wasn't the piece I wanted to go there, but I didn't get to choose. They chose a piece that I made. I think everyone should try art at some point in their life. Thank you. That's awesome. Did I go to art school? I did. And I moved out of Florida before I finished my degree. So hopefully I can go back to another art school. But if not, that's okay. I'd like to finish my bachelor's. Do I think art school is worth it? Depends on what your goal is. Art school can be worth it for networking and for skill. It does not guarantee a job. Most artists work like freelance or independent. I think being an artist is worth it. I think that college is not for everyone. Most of my college experience was absolutely terrible, and I never really want to tell anyone about that because I don't want to discourage people from going, because my final year before I had to like take a break from college was actually very good. Yeah, like actually getting to the art school part versus like the general stuff. Honestly, it depends on the college, depends on how much money that you have to put towards college or if you have a scholarship or something, and depends if you like college. But I would say if it's fun to you and you can afford it, absolutely yes. But do you need it? No, you can be an artist with or without a degree. And what am I doing? I am making tags for my business. I'm not sure what you're asking. So we are on the last color finally. So that would be 100 cards. Did anyone reject favored wealth over merit? Oh, yeah. If you're saying if people want to put rich people, like people with money, put their art in over like somebody that people might consider more talented, sure. I'm not in a position to say if someone is more or less talented than me because art's subjective. But no, usually artists, like, you either have to know someone or have money or just get really lucky. I mean, that's with like anything in life though. And I don't really have like Nepo baby connections, which is okay with me. What do I think about those super minimalist art pieces selling for thousands? Valid, honestly. And to Ethan, no. How to handle rejection and negativity. Your feelings are gonna happen and you have to let them happen, but you can't let them eat you alive. Like, you have to feel them and accept them, but still move forward at the same time. This year for me has actually been filled with rejection. I know that on this side of the screen, you guys can see a lot of like really positive stuff, but that's just because I've been busting my ass and doing like 5 times the amount of things that you see. Like for every one thing you see, I've been doing like 5, 10 things. Um, but yeah, I've actually gotten to get really well acquainted with rejection this year. Um, but you have to learn to keep going with it. Like you can't let it stop you. And you learn how to pivot and you kind of learn how to redirect. Because, I mean, that was the same thing with Florida. Like the opportunities weren't happening. Basically everything was pointing to it's time to leave. Like your welcome here is up. So when that happens, you just keep pivoting until you find something that works. Like even with the antique store, I had visited and asked about 15 stores before I finally found the correct one. And it took me almost a year to get in somewhere. I've been like preparing for this for like a year now. And even YouTube. I have been on here for 10 years and I am still not monetized. A lot of people think that if you have advertisements on your video, you're monetized. That's not how it is at all. You need 4,000 watch hours, and I currently have 739. So I'm still nowhere close to my watch hours. I'm hoping I get there this year because I'm actually taking it super seriously this year, and I was last year as well. So, like, for 2 years now, I've been taking it super seriously. But here's to hoping 10th year is the charm. So yeah, I will be safety pinning these on tomorrow. I might go live again tomorrow. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I just decided to do all of this instead of going like directly to like Poshmark or something because I haven't had a lot of luck on there or like Depop or anything. So what are my pronouns? My pronouns are they, them. Thank you for asking. What are yours? That is the first time anyone's actually asked on here, so thank you. Oh, nice. Am I painting what I truly feel or what think people expect to see? Always what I feel. No, if I wanted to paint what people expect, I would be sitting here painting sunsets and sailboats all day. Hello, Johnny. And I think people want to see like happy little artists painting sailboats and sunsets, but no, paint what you want. Because the thing is, I've realized no matter what I paint, what do I think of nudity in art? Good question. Half of my paintings are nudes. So I love it. I think it's great. And I think people need to actually learn proper anatomy, and to do so, you have to draw people nude. If no one were to ever see your work, would you still create it the same way? Absolutely. I would change nothing. Honestly, people's outside influence on my art is like very little of the process, which might be why I haven't sold a lot, but it's, let them think that. And even if it was, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think people need to, like, thank you so much, Raphael. But, you let people what they think, because if you're not hurting anyone, oh well, then you're still doing something good. Is beauty in my work intentional or a byproduct of your struggle? Well, A lot of my work doesn't really focus on struggle. It just focuses on whatever I'm feeling in the moment. Yes, Johnny, those are wise words. But honestly, I think a lot of times it's intentional because I like painting things that I find joyous and beautiful. I like focusing on a lot of joy, but especially I like focusing on the weirdness. And like, I know weird isn't an emotion, but I like focusing on odd things and like beautiful odd things. You know? A lot of my artwork isn't very sad. It's very colorful, very bright. And I will probably do an art tour one day. Not today. But at some point, I will do like a painting tour so everyone can see my paintings. There's beauty in everything. I agree with that. Another one. What part of your art do you not understand? And are you okay with that? That's a hard question. It's a good question, though. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good handle on my art. And if there's something I don't understand, I try to explore that. So yeah, I am okay with it. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And Vasily, why is Canada the best country for artists to live? I want to know. Because you've got my attention. I am a big time Canada fan, so I want to hear your perspective on this. I can't believe it. I almost have done 100 cards. You love bald women. Okay, you should go to a Pitbull concert because they're all wearing bald caps. I traveled to Greece a couple of years ago and seeing all the different people react to the art differently. How do they react differently? I don't think Pitbull is. I've never heard anyone call Pitbull that. That's happened to me before. If my best work were credited to someone else. I've had that happen a lot of times. And somebody actually, I made a poem and someone stole it. People have stolen my artwork before. So yeah, it would matter to me. That is actually something I would be extremely angry over. Because I would never steal anyone else's work. So Johnny, how would you say that differs from like if you went to a museum in America? And thank you. Is it raining over there? It's actually sunny here today, which is nice. But it's very hot. It's like 95 degrees, which is kind of gross. Do I want to be understood or remembered? Both. But also I kind of still don't want to be fully understood. I don't really care about being understood as much, but being remembered would be nice. I'd like that. And yes, I have heard about that type of tea. I think that, thank you, Dakota, but I think that question was for Johnny about artwork. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say there, but message retracted, okay. It's a lot of tags. Honestly, if nobody's hurting anyone, people can just say things to say things. Sometimes you just gotta make noise. "100% fog." That sounds kind of gross. I'm sorry. What's louder in my studio, my instincts or my ego? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yes. Yes, it is. Do with that information what you will. I am not here to legally advise you. I think it's so fun seeing everyone's question. I'm like, ooh, this is office hours. I'm going to start calling my lives that. They're going to be office hours. If we stripped away your technique, what would be left? Chaos or character? Probably character, because chaos is my technique. Will I be calling you to do a podcast? Maybe. Yeah, they really do. Where are you getting these questions? Maybe you're just like very insightful. I feel like I'm on an interview. I am from Florida, and I am in North Carolina. May I ask you about Bordeaux wine? Well, I don't drink or know much about wine, so you're not going to get a good answer if you do, but go ahead. I have an old soul vibe. It's going to be Boo Podcast. What's something that people say that you often disagree with? I disagree with anyone who's a bigot. Basically, I feel like that covers a lot of things. And I disagree loudly. What is my ethnic ancestry? Greek. Yeah, no, and living in the South, I get my fair share of bigots, so I'm disagreeing with a lot of people. Yeah, I use some logic, but I also use my emotions. I think emotions and vibes are also important. Basically, I think a lot of things are good. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, feelings are good. You have to feel them. You can't let them control you, but you have to let them in. If my art had teeth, what would it bite? Okay, so some of my art actually does have teeth in it. Some are paintings. I am currently working on a piece with some human teeth, ethically sourced. LT, you are so correct. I am. Thank you for pointing it out. Happy Pride Month. Hello. What is this? This is a YouTube Live. Welcome. And I am making tags for my antique booth. I am making some stuff. So I'm almost done with my 100 tags. Do I think people struggle to express themselves because they've given up on their own? Absolutely. I do think people struggle to express themselves because of that. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Adisha. So the tags are for my store that is opening next week. Oh, nice. John, you guys can be gay together. Guess what time it is? It's timeout time. Gross. I am selling antiques and vintages. Some are clothes. Some are, I am also doing, I design custom clothes. Like I upcycle it so then things don't go to landfill. Like right now, I am working on these shorts. I'm embroidering them. They used to be really like bad like pants at the bottom. Thank you. And I'm going to be putting vines all over them. Thank you. But yeah, they used to be like covered in holes and stuff. I have been really into cave art recently. I watched like a 4-hour documentary on it on YouTube. And that's the thing. When I see like people don't watch videos all the way through, I'm like, is it worth it as a side hustle? What are the margins? Well, this is my first time doing it, so I will tell you in a month. It's giving cowgirl vibes and stuff. C-Post clothes rack, I don't know much about that, but I will definitely research it so then I can help be better informed. Thank you. What is this stream about? So this stream is about making some tags for my store that is opening next week. And it's in a vintage mall in, like antique mall in Hendersonville. And that's in North Carolina. It is 30 minutes south of Asheville. And it's opening next week, so I'm making tags to get ready so I can put them on stuff. I don't know what you mean by that. Am I selling online too? I have been for a while, and I will consider doing it again if there's like actually enough audience. I might do things where like I do lives, and if people want it, then I will put it in like either like, I don't know, a Depop or something. Oh, you guys won't see me there. I won't be in my booth often. Do I like Batman? Lego Batman, yes. Well, yeah, because it is my YouTube, so it's just a little check-in. People are asking good questions today. I am so excited. I love this. Do I like applesauce and grilled cheese? Separately? Yes. Together? Yes. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can add this. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. I have never had cheddar cheese and applesauce. Oh, special headphones so you don't get overstimulated. I love that. I have done that before. Let's see, can I move this? There we go. But yeah, I am also neurodivergent. So I think those are great mobility aids. Tokyo, no. So for 1,500 subscribers on a non-monetized channel, I will not be flying all the way to Tokyo. What's my favorite color? Probably yellow or purple. Yeah, I am autistic. I was in occupational therapy for 12 years, so maybe don't do that. Yeah, it probably is wrong to do it here. Yeah. But either way, headphones are a great resource. That is how my partner survives going to Costco, which we do a lot better at Costco now, which is great. South African. Thank you. Oh, cool. Have fun cooking, and thank you for all the questions. That was really fun. Those questions were great. All right, this is the final 2 cards. I don't know if I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Do I have any tips for sore throat? Tea, resting your voice, and get the tea with like the licorice root in it. What would I name you from Greek mythology? I don't know. I feel like I would need to know more about you first before I did. Yes, John, that is a good idea. I found that Herbal Medicinals brand, the throat coat tea, is very good for sore throats. You want to be Zeus? I had one person said that they were gonna, because they knew me, they were gonna name their kid Zeus. I'm like, that's a weird thing to tell someone, but that's great. It is good for singers. What is my zodiac? I am an Aquarius. All right, final card. You know a Zeus? What are they like? I feel like names hold power. Ooh, Scorpio. Nice. Mm-hmm. I know all about Greek mythology. That actually seems like a good personality for a Zeus. Funny, outgoing. Hello. Yeah, maybe think about that name a little bit more. Hello, Maria. So I have all of these. Thank you so much. The cards are done. The cards are done. But yeah, so to everyone watching, please subscribe. Please, thank you. I will have a video out on Sunday. It will be a travel vlog.
Super excited to share it with you guys. And I hope everybody watches it because it's super fun. And I will be doing more of those. And please keep an eye out for my series that is going to every Goodwill outlets. Thank you so much, Valeria. My Insta handle is the exact same as my YouTube. Everything's the same across the board. It's my full name, and that's how you know it's me. But definitely stay tuned for the series because that's going to be a bunch of years for the series. I will be going to all 141 Goodwill outlets in the United States. And when I finally get the chance, I might do the 5 Goodwill outlets in Canada. Super excited about that one. But my goal for this year is to get all of the Goodwill outlets in South Carolina and Georgia done. But yeah, until then, yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. I will maybe be back tomorrow. And if not, I will be back soon. So please subscribe so then you know when I am going to be coming back. I will post. Bye.